All right, guys, it has been no secret at all that things in the shed have progressed slower than I expected. A little bit frustratingly so, and that is completely on me. It has been a significant challenge to figure out how to make this work logistically. And in hindsight, maybe I should have figured that out before I got too excited with the shed rather. But it was just right time, right place. I just got so excited and I had to have it. But having everything work in here has been a real challenge. Now, what my mission for this shed is, and I hope that you can follow along with me, and it's probably no surprise to anyone that follows me, but I want to save our Aussie motoring, Holdens and Fords. I want to save cars like this white car. No one else, or very few people, are saving cars like this. And I want it to be a place, almost like the pound for cars, where I can save them and maybe let them back into the wild. And that is because I can do it where it makes no financial sense, where other people cannot, with the help of social media, money from the videos and all of that stuff you guys already know. And it's not always going to be big dollar items like this Premier here. It is going to be cheaper things, but just because they're cheaper or maybe less valuable doesn't mean that they're any less important. A lot of those cheap cars like this white VN, this VN gets as much attention on social media as if I post a VL walkie, right? And that is because Aussies, well, most Aussies can afford something like this. Anyway, that has sort of led me to a big decision. I've tried to have everything and hoard everything and all this stuff, and sometimes when you're in a small business venture or whatever you want to call this, you do have to make a sacrifice, and that is what we're going to have to do today. So I thought I should sell one of my cars, and this is something that I never thought I would do, and it actually makes me a little uneasy talking about it because I never do this, and I probably will never do this again if this goes well. So this is probably the one time it's going to happen. Now, my initial plan was to sell a car, and then I thought, you know what, maybe instead of selling it, I'll kind of turn it into like a trade promotion kind of thing, and that means that any one of you guys can win it, and that sort of got the ball rolling. And anyway, we'll get into the proper details of it later, but let's talk about the car. So when I was deciding on what car to sell or put in this trade promotion, I thought it had to be something decent, right? It can't be a $500 VN. It has to be something pretty cool. So the car that is going to be part of that trade promotion is this. This is my personal 1998 VT Calais 5-litre. Oh, it's going to be really hard for me to part with this car, but if we come and have a look around it, it is not perfect. It's done a fair few Ks, and there are a little few things about it that aren't 100% perfect, but, and this is the most important thing, it is a factory 5-litre. It's an honest car. I am the second owner, and I love it. I love this car. When I bought it, it was standard height. It had the Calais wheels, and I'll just quickly run you through what we've done to it. So inside the car is probably the biggest difference. Now, I will admit, there is a bit of stuff here that's not original. I did buy a VT Calais, a Series 2 L67 for the running gear that was in a smash, and I put the entire interior out of that car in there. So it's got Series 2 VT Calais seats, door cards, and everything else. I also put all of the wood grain, the steering wheel, the head unit, what else we put, the handbrake, and the shifter, all into this car. From factory, it is all of the same as a VT Executive, and I hated that. I know it's blasphemous to swap them over, but it feels much more like a Calais. I did retain the original 300,000 K odometer, so that's still there, although I do have the 181, but that's still on there. If we walk around, the other things that I've done to the car, the previous owner had debadged it, which I hate because it's the 5-litre. So I did do that, and I did stick that thing back on because he had lost it. In terms of marks on the car, it is pretty good. It's an honest car. It hasn't been repainted. And of course, probably the most amount of money has gone under here. So what we've done, if you haven't followed along with the channel, is it did kill a distributor not that long ago. And to do the distributor, I just decided to take the whole intake manifold off and give it a whole birthday. So it's had intake manifold off and everything that goes along with that, rocker cover gaskets, every gasket and seal. I've also put on a new water pump, alternator, and all new belts and pulleys. So it's pretty good under here. I've really tried to make it reliable, and as you can see, it is standard. It is a factory 5 litre, of course. And the other thing is that it does have a little exhaust. It's nothing crazy. It's still the standard headers and everything, but it was just one that I had lying around in the shed, and it sounds pretty good. That's most of the stuff on the outside of the car. Again, there are a very few small amount of marks, but it's an honest original car, and finding a V8 one of these, especially one that's been lowered, is pretty rare. I mean, I did lower it, but I do not flog this car at all. In fact, I don't even drive it that much. I did put these wheels on it probably 18 months ago. They were brand new tyres at the time, and I think that the VT International wheels that are on it suit it fantastically well. Unfortunately, those are probably the things that I'm spewing most about that are going with the car. They're probably the best ones that I've ever seen, so I'm quite cut about that. Actually, while we're just at the back of the car, I have just remembered, if we have a look over here, this VT does have a factory spoiler. I did pull it off. I do still have it though. So whoever wins this car, I'm happy to give that to them. I've got the spoiler. I've even got the original VT Calais wheels. I've got heaps of that stuff. So I've pretty much got every VT Calais part that I would have pulled off this if you wanted to put it back on, except the interior, except the seats rather, and door cards, but all the other stuff I have. That's it. It's been a really good car. It has let me down once, like I said, and that's because of the odometer. Sorry, the distributor, not the odometer. So that's about it. So I have done a ton of research into how this all works, and it is extremely complicated. But basically, the way that I'm going to do it is I have some stickers. They're on their way. I don't have them yet, but they are very cool. I'll put some images of what they are on screen. I think you guys will like them. And anybody that buys one of those does get an entrant into winning this VT Calais. The more stickers you buy, the more you get. However, there are only 1,200 entrants. So it is a limited number. You know, the thing I probably want to hammer the most about it though is I'm not going to become an auction guy. I know that there is auction fatigue. That's not what I want to do. Oh, sorry, I say auction. Like raffling a car. That is not really what I want to do. What I want to do is use every dollar that comes raising, you know, I won't lie to you. Of course, I will make more cash than if I sold this privately. But there is a bit of a risk, of course, but I'm not going to lie to you because all of that cash is not going to go into my personal wealth. It is going to go into investing in the shed. And anybody that comes along and buys tickets or whatever, they will be part of this story, and you'll obviously get a sticker. Anybody that buys a ticket will get some. The more tickets you buy, the more stickers you get, and I'll mix it up a little bit. I will also deliver this car anywhere in Australia, including Tasmania. Personally deliver it. Hopefully the winner is in New South Wales or Adelaide for my case, but if you're in Northern Territory, then Northern Territory it is. I'll figure out if it's those big distances. I may even get it trucked and fly there. I'm not sure yet, but we'll figure that out. I will personally be there though to hand it over. And it will also come with a roadworthy or equivalent wherever you are. So if it was in Victoria, it would come with a roadworthy. They're called different things all over the state, so all over the country rather. I want it to be turnkey, ready to go. And that's what it will be. So there will be a little bit of fluffing around, getting a roadworthy depending on where it is, but I'll do my absolute best to get it within that 28-day window after the winner is announced. I will draw it live on Facebook. I'm very excited to be doing this, guys. Again, this is a one-off. It's not what I usually do. This VT, I just need a little bit of help, if I'm honest, to give the channel a bit of a kick in the guts. And I thought that this is a really good way because somebody is going to get my VT Calais, and it's cool. It's a 5 litre. It's the last of the Holden V8s, and I'm going to miss it. I really am. I've thought really long and hard about this decision, and it's really hard. It's really hard. But the reality is, as well, is it doesn't get driven. I mean, I've only driven it once in the past 8 months. So that is part of it. Also, at the same time as this VT, I have launched a new website, commodoreman.com.au. All the information is there. However, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and I will try and answer every single one of them. I hope that you guys enjoy it. It's not always about money. Obviously, this is a little bit about money, but this is mostly because I feel if you have a small business or you're trying something new, sometimes you have to sacrifice a little bit to get some stuff going, and that is the case here. On some positive notes, we do have a hoist. We've already paid for the hoist. We've paid for everything. It is coming, but it's a brand new line from a very well-known company, so it's just not, they just want to make sure it's 100% perfect. This is a good car, guys. It really is a good car, and that's why I was wrestling with it, and I'm probably waffling on a little bit because now that I've made the video, it's very real. It's very real that the VT is going. I've had it a long time, maybe 6 years or 7 years or something, and I'd love for it to go to a home that cherishes it. There are little 1% things to fix up on it, but if you also just wanted to enjoy it as is, it's not a 10 out of 10 concourse car, that's for sure, but it is definitely tidy enough for you to drive around and it looks cool. Yeah, I do love the old VT 5 litre. So thanks for watching, guys. Bit of a different video, bit of a sad video, but also a bit of excitement, bit of stepping into the unknown. So check the link below, have a look on the website if it's your kind of thing. But yeah, just as a summary, I'll deliver anywhere in Australia. Obviously, the more tickets you buy, the better chances you are. Only 1,200 entrants, and I'll put the dates on screen now. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you've made it this far, yeah, it feels suddenly real, and we better cut the video before I start crying.